One.
I'm kind of jealous of that. Yo. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Pen and Pops. I am Pen.
I am Pops.
That was nice. That was the most energy you've given that in a long time right there. Yeah. Episode 65. Ramp up to the madness. Shit's about to get crazy in the sporting world. Brackets, bets, excitement, and disappointment. Let's freaking go. Today is February 27th, 2025.
Didn't we?
It's okay. Which means this episode will drop on Saturday, March 1st. It's fucking March, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're marching. Have you ever won a bracket?
Yeah.
One time, two times, a bunch of times?
A couple times.
What's the most you think you've won in a bracket?
150?
I don't know that I've ever won a bracket, but I have won like a big ass Monopoly tournament and won like 500 once.
I mean, the biggest thing I've ever won.
My dick.
Yeah.
Not my dick.
I know what you're saying.
That'd be weird.
Because I said, yeah, right, real quick. I made it feel more awkward.
Really awkward.
Yeah, it's strange. Not that.
Definitely not that.
No, the biggest thing I've ever won betting was the old dude was the PGA when it was the majors picked the 5 people and all 5 of my people will finish in the top 10. I won $5,000. That's the biggest sporting thing that I won because it was 250 teams, $10 buy-in, and you can do as many teams as you wanted to. It was nice.
You had 5 finish in the top 10?
I had all 5 of my players because the stipulations for that one where you had to all 5 of your players. You didn't have like levels, like you could pick anybody you wanted, but all 5 players had to make the cut in the tournament, and then it's low score from there.
Snarf.
So one of my players won it, and then the rest of them actually finished in the top 10. That was the best thing I've ever done.
That's well done, my dog. That's well done. I've never won a bracket, but I definitely have won a Monopoly tournament. That shit was fire. Mic checks, check-ins. What's going on, POPS? How you be, bro?
Busy as fuck.
Busy as fuck.
Got a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
We were gonna record yesterday.
Nope.
I didn't have it.
Nope.
I didn't have it.
Tired. I just didn't want to.
I started falling asleep at work, and I was like, I don't know that I could go be Pops. And I was like, you're tired when I text my love and I was like, I just want to cuddle in bed. And I was like, that tells me how tired I was.
I need a hug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can cry. I'm cried.
Yeah. I'm cried. I don't even have a real reason why I am breaking down besides I'm cried.
For sure.
Yeah. So I was mentally exhausted.
Cry tired is a whole different kind of tired because it really
there's been revelation.
I'm like one thing away. Don't you like one thing away?
There's been a revelation this week where I have said it to the people that need to know that on the wise I'm trying to move out of client facing, but with the extracurriculars that I have right now, this was the week that actually proved the point that I can't do both.
There you have it.
I cannot do both. I'm spread too thin on it's mainly because I have standards on my service level.
Woo!
It's not like, could I do it?
You better preach.
But I actually care about making sure people are taken care of. So I will kill myself doing what I'm doing now if I continue to do it too long, because I will make sure that everything is taken care of, and it's too many things. So
that's beautifully said. Yeah. That's beautifully said. I'm doing very well. Busy as fuzz. Clean Kicks is kicking. Trainers are growing more and more by the day. I'm almost to a point where I'm booked. I don't have very little space left to be taking on new clients, and that's dope. We last year when I went rogue from the gym and worked my ass off to get certified and build the truck out all last year and all of that stuff. All of that work from 2024 is starting to finally, that little light. You can see a little glimmer of what the work and all of that shit means as far as your schedule being planned out and the monetary and all of those things coming together, client here, shoe pickup, shoe drop off, all the things that you ever wanted are starting to fall into place, which means you got to just work harder.
Yeah.
But it's starting to fall into place, so that's dope. Show me some Mary. What's on deck, bro?
Do a little NFL, Super Bowl recap. We haven't recorded since then, so
Jesus, Lord,
Super Bowl recap. We're going to talk about some off-season stuff. A little light, nothing too crazy.
The whole show's kind of light.
Yeah, a little light. We're going to like that. Just dipping our toe in each little section.
Yep.
NBA, we'll talk All-Star break, what we thought, and then we're going to talk final race to the playoffs.
That was nice.
NCAA basketball tournament time. Not a deep dive because we'll have the show right when Selection Sunday comes in. That'll be the deeper NCAA show.
Can't wait.
MLB spring ball. I actually didn't even write anything. I'm just going to do some stuff with that. Actors, athletes, and atrocities.
You got a couple.
We're back.
You got a couple.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, bro. It's tiki time.
We got tiki time.
It is tiki time.
Tiki time.
Next weekend, we are taking an out-of-town trip. Me and my brother. Literally just me and him, which I don't know if have we done this as adults?
Not as adults.
I don't know if we've
not as adults.
got on an airplane and dipped out as adults together.
No.
We're going to visit Tej. We're going to hang out with our mom in Florida for a few days. Literally just me and him and our mom. That shit is going to be dope. I don't know. It's been just us three for a long period of time in years. So I'm excited to chill at the crib, eat, smoke, drink, laugh, cry, giggle, go deep, do what we do, play spades or 500. All of those things is just super black weekend. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I think it's needed for
sure.
us both. So it's I'm glad that we were able to figure it all out and let it unfold as it will. It's I don't know that we have we either have somebody's significant other and which is fine because we all really coexist very easily.
For sure. Our squad is dope.
Yeah,
our squad is dope.
No. Wifey was like, am I going? I was like, I don't think so.
No.
I think it's just me and Brian.
Yeah.
And
this is an us thing.
Yeah.
This is definitely an us thing. So, mad dope. We'll see you next weekend, Tej. The bad, Greg Popovich. He's officially not returning this season and his future is unclear after suffering a stroke in November. This one hurts, man. There's some people that you want to see fade into the sunset. There's some people you want to see happy and clear-minded and enjoying their life as they, retire or come out of doing something that they've given so much into. And he's very much deserving of that. I've never liked the Spurs, to be completely forthcoming.
No.
I've never been a San Antonio Spurs fan, but I've always fucked with Coach Pop.
Absolutely.
I want to make sure we take a second to give props to this capital letter legend. Always speaks up for people of color and humanity. He coaches the right way for the right reasons. It's never really been mad ego for him. He doesn't take himself too seriously. Kind of a dick in interviews, which I love. I think it's hilarious. But he's the first head coach to hire a woman, Becky Hammond, onto his staff and allow her to take control of the squad at times. She since became a WNBA champion as a head coach with the Aces. And I personally think that if San Antonio were to offer that job to anybody, I think they should offer it to Becky Hammond. I think that she'd do a great job there. She's clearly a winner, and Coach Pop would love to hand her the reins, kind of like Eric Spoelstra and Chris Quinn. Mm-hmm. But, that's just my synopsis. So, accolades, 5-time NBA champion as a coach, 3-time coach of the year, Olympic gold medalist as a coach, ranks among the top 15 coaches of all time, which I'd probably say is top 10, top 7 maybe. 1,388 wins, which is the most in NBA history, regular season, and playoffs. So if this is it for Coach Pop, what do you think his quote-unquote legacy would be if you were to say that in a small statement? I'm just throwing this at you in a freestyle. Coach Pop, what you think?
Ultimate players coach.
Fair.
Ultimate players coach. I don't know that there's been one report of somebody saying they did not like playing for him, did not like being around him, did not like the way that he coached. As you said, he has been a voice for many different things for the NBA when it comes to racial injustice, speaking out for his players, making it light for interviewers on the sidelines, especially as he got older and just was like, I'm just going to start having fun. The best dry sense of humor.
Oh my God.
It's like you said, I loathe the Spurs in so many different ways, but that has never been towards Pop because he's a hell of a coach.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. The ugly, Justin Tucker, a.k.a. Disgusting Fucker. See what I did there? Pops had this listed in the athletes, actors, and atrocities section, but I had to move it up to the ugly because I felt it needed to be touched on by itself, not in the mix of all the other assholes out there. So we're going to talk about Disgusting Fucker for a second. 16 women in 8 different spas at wellness centers around Baltimore have come out and made allegations on this man as of February 25th, according to The Guardian. He's exposed his genitals, he rubbed his junk on some of the therapists, and he left ejaculate on treatment tables. Eric DaCosta, general manager of the Ravens, has made a statement that the accusations and things these ladies have said to experienced are serious and concerning. I think they're way worse than serious and concerning, Mr. DaCosta, but that's cool. Season stats, not that it matters, but it matters. Worst season of his career. Duh. 8 missed field goals, 2 versus Philadelphia, 2 versus Pittsburgh, 1 versus Dallas, 1 versus Baltimore, 1 versus Kansas City. Some of those games they probably would have won had he not missed them. 2 PATs. And let me tell you why I put that in there. Because you know how I am about blessing blockers. I was a blessing blocker for a long, long time, so I take blessing blocking very, very seriously. And I think Justin Tucker is a fucking blessing blocker when it comes to Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, John Harbaugh, and the Ravens organization. You are not going to be a Super Bowl champion, and you are Jimmer John. You still on Jimmer John? You still on Jimmy John's? Jimmy John.
Jim would have been Michigan. John Harbaugh, I think. I don't know.
You're not going to win a Super Bowl when your kicker is
rubbing his junk on humans
around the Baltimore streets.
Yeah.
You don't get to be a Super Bowl champion for Baltimore when you're out there doing shit like that.
No.
So you're being a blessing blocker for people who really deserve it. You're fucking up the team. You are the cancer.
Put your dick away.
Put your dick away.
Put your dick away, man. I don't know. Is he married?
Yes.
Yeah. Put your dick away.
Put your dick away.
Show it to your wife.
Thank you. Ugh. Shout outs. So we're going to segue. Shout outs to everyone and anyone out there going through it, man. Trying their best. I feel like there's been a lot going on mentally and emotionally lately. A lot of my clients are battling stuff. We're talking about it. We're going deep. A lot of our friends and family are battling stuff, both, in secret and out publicly. We want to take a second to give some love to everyone out there doing their absolute best. We understand not wanting to get out of bed. We understand chronic pain. We understand losing people and loving and dealing and healing through grief. Holiday seasons, it's not linear. We understand that. It's a serious ass kicker some days. We understand not loving your job all the way and the way the world is acting. We feel you. We see you. We get it. And something just told me to just give a shout out to everybody, man. Yeah,
totally agree with that.
Appreciate
also,
you.
shout out to Mama Chapman. I got the shirt in the mail today.
Jay Chappie.
Yes, so appreciate that. I always forget that we have a Indiana-focused show, and getting mail from Indiana, I was like, who's sending stuff from my family? I forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess they would be there too.
For sure.
I'm like, Greenwood. The hell is that?
Greenfield?
Cousin?
What the
I was like, yeah. I'm like, who? I was like, do I know anybody? I'm like, I didn't even look at the name because I just saw Indiana. I'm like, it's not my birthday. I was like, who's contacting me?
Said she was going to send it.
Yeah, so I appreciate you. Love you. It's awesome. I love the shirt. So
I wish I could fit an extra large.
Correct.
Anyway, we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll get into around the world, talk a little bit of shit around everything going on out here in the sports universe. And we'll be back after this break, y'all.
Yeah.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project. We are presented by Pinnacle Professional Coaching. Are you feeling stuck? Are you at a fork in the road and just cannot pick a direction? Reach out to Pinnacle Pro Coaching. We specialize in transitions, mindfulness, and self-love. Schedule a 45-minute consultation and start to unlock your full potential today.
Y'all hear how he be enunciating these days?
Yeah.
He ain't messing around. He ain't messing around no more. He said, "Y'all got me one time out here acting a fool.
Oh,
never,
shit.
never again," he said. Moving on to our next segment, Around the World. Y'all know what it is. 5 different topics, 5 different spots on the basketball court. We are kicking it off from the corner. The info, the NFL Super Bowl recap. And all I got to say is EAGLES. February 9th, which feels like forever ago. The Eagles demolished the Chiefs. It wasn't even close. 40-22 final score. I myself am absolutely proud of them.
Yeah,
I'm just so proud.
I think America is actually very proud, unless you're in St. Louis. Is that where they're at? No, Kansas City. Where?
They're in St. Louis.
St. Louis.
They're in St. Louis, Missouri. They're not in St. Louis. They're in Missouri.
They're in Missouri.
Yeah, they're in Missouri.
Yeah.
They're in Kansas City.
St.
They're not-
Louis, same thing. It doesn't matter. Missouri. Yeah, at least I got an area right.
Isn't that where they are? Aren't they in St. Louis, the Kansas City Chiefs? Yeah, bro.
St. Louis,
I'm over
Kansas
here
City
like,
Chiefs.
yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
States and cities,
For sure.
same thing.
Anywho,
I think mainly everybody was ready to see the Chiefs lose, and like handedly.
handedly.
They did not look good.
It was 31-7 before they even blinked.
They looked like the team that they actually were all season without all of the close wins and
bullshittery
suspect calls,
blocked
and all of that
field
stuff.
goals and shit.
That's actually, to me, like what Kansas City was most of the year, and they finally just had a team that went in knowing that they couldn't make any mistakes.
We got to blow these niggas out early.
Yeah.
We just got to just
go.
We got to just go. Eagles fronts 4 demolished Kansas City's offensive line, 6 sacks. Jalen Hurts, MVP, tried to tell y'all, 17 for 22, 221, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. He also had 11 rushes for 72 yards and a touchdown, just complete control of the game. I just want to put this out there because y'all, like, the talk that the Travis Schumachery and the craziness that I hear people talk about Jalen Hurts, just the nerve of you assholes. This fool's been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years. And for those of you who didn't know, in his 2 Super Bowls versus Kansas City, I'm going to give you some stats. This fool is 44 for 60 for 525 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. You want to hear that again? Okay. He is 44 for 60 for 525 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception in his 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years. That sounds like great numbers to me.
That's not bad.
That's not bad numbers.
I'll take that.
And almost beat him both times. Like that first Super Bowl was very, very close. And had they not given him the ball back, like who knows what would have happened? Like he is not afraid. He's not afraid. Yeah. Anyway, big ups to him. Patrick Mahomes, did we talk about his stats? We just move on.
Let's keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Jason Kelsey, should they give him a ring? Should the Eagles give
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I actually thought about this at work last week, and I didn't even know you put that in there. I said the same thing. Give Jason Kelsey a ring because he was so damn close last year. Obviously, he has one, right?
2014, I believe. When did Nick Foles and them did it?
He was there for that, right?
Yeah.
So he's got the old one.
Doesn't matter. He deserves a ring.
Yeah,
Jason Kelsey deserves a ring.
Absolutely. Yes,
you really had that thought?
Had that thought too. It's like, and literally said if Colts gave Edge because it was the year after he left one, they should give Jason Kelsey one. Had that exact same thought.
We're a real family, for real. Travis Kelsey, is he all right?
I don't know, man.
Like, for real, is he all right? That's a real, is he all right?
Yeah.
He said that he's super focused for next season and he's not messing around. He didn't have a great season. 97 catches, 824 yards, 8.5 per carry, 3 touchdowns. Lowest numbers in almost every category.
Yeah, he's had a lot of stuff going on in his personal life. Yeah. Taylor's got... He got tailored.
He got tailored.
Yeah. We've seen what Taylor does to the men in the public eye. And right now he's under Taylor.
Is she like is she like Erykah Badu?
A little bit.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you see her face?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's been a lot of cats out there.
He should probably call Tyrone and see what happened. Like, what's your side? Because we've heard hers. What was your side?
Travis loved him a black girl before he started messing with Taylor too. So, Travis is a cool ass white boy. All right, well, we'll see what happens next season. Moving on. Off-season updates. That was fire.
Trade request. Matthew Stafford. He hasn't necessarily requested a trade.
He's inquired about a trade.
But the Rams have said you are cool to go look for one. We'll try to help you facilitate that. He is due $49.9 million, but only $4 million guaranteed left on his contract.
That's such a different number.
It's huge, vastly different. Rams have allowed Stafford and the teams discuss possible trade destinations. Rams are reluctant to sign him to a large contract. Right now, last I heard is he is looking for 2 years, $100 million. That's a lot. And I get why they're a little hesitant. But it looks like their Rams are ready to revamp and get younger. I think that's just what it's saying.
Who's their black up?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's definitely.
And they've said we're okay with Jimmy being the going forward to be the bridge person while they're grooming, and they'll probably draft a quarterback.
They'll black it. They'll get a black up. For sure.
Yeah. So they'll draft a quarterback.
Wonder when they pick. I wonder what their pick is. Not that we need to look it up, but I just wonder, like, in the middle somewhere, probably where they win 9-10 games.
I would probably say, I mean, 18? I could see them going
like 18
26.
Okay, yeah, you're not getting a good quarter. You're not getting
like I could see them going because they've already said Quinn Ewers is going to probably be in the 3rd or 4th round. Like I see like them like hey, let's see if
Snarf
Quinn's there and see what he can do. We won't have to pay a lot for him because it'll be the 3rd, 4th round when he comes. Like I think there'll be something like that. Steelers, Colts.
That's usually the round that I come to.
Steelers, Colts, Jesus. What was the other team? Steelers, Colts, and there's another team that they've been talking about with Matt. So we'll see what happens there. Myles Garrett. February 3rd, officially asked for a trade from the Browns, stated that he has a desire to win and compete on the biggest stage.
They're a quarterback away.
Yeah. To me, this comes to no surprise that they made many suspect decisions in the last few years, really QB decisions.
Thank you.
Until they figure out the Watson issue, this will be the last person to request. I think you're going to see multiple people the next season
jumping
or
ship,
two
baby.
going like, hey,
jumping
we're
ship.
done.
They probably just don't want to affiliate it with the organization, quite truthfully.
That's it.
For sure.
Yeah. Garrett this week has come out and stated that he has no intention on signing a long-term contract because the Browns reiterated that they're not going to trade him. We're going to work on an extension. He came out today and was like, fuck that. I'm not signing it. Garrett led the NFL in 22 tackles for loss last season and was Defensive Player of the Year in 2023. It's a huge loss. Aaron Rodgers, Jets have announced that they will be separating from him. That's really all that I need to say about that.
You're an asshole.
Russell Wilson, Steelers have announced that they are going to be moving on from them. They also have not said that they are going to bring back Justin Fields, which is why we're seeing the Steelers and Stafford being a big possibility there.
So they shouldn't bring in Aaron Rodgers?
Who?
The Steelers.
I don't know where Aaron's going to go. Nor do I care. Just don't come to us.
Home.
Do not come to the Colts.
He's going home. Free agents?
Not worried about it.
Cool. Wing shot, all-star break, skills challenge, highly overrated, and Chris Paul tried to cheat, which I've heard is pretty common for him. Cleveland, Donovan McNabb. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Donovan Mitchell.
I was like, wait, is he in the office?
He's out there killing it in the skills challenge. Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley won it. That was my pick. That's what I said would happen. Yeah. 3-point contest. Tyler Hero. This actually kind of shocked me. He got it done. Yeah, I did not see that one.
This was the most exciting part about the All-Star Weekend. 3-point challenge was actually fun to watch. I watched the skills challenge. Was dumb.
You know why it's dumb? The skills challenge is dumb because the pass hole, no pun intended, is too big.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even, like, I could do that. I mean, Absolutely. It's like this humongous, like, that's not a challenge. Yeah. It's a skills challenge. Like, back in the day, it was like a real chest pass, a real bounce pass. That thing is like, anyway, it's made a mockery out of it.
Correct.
So, Dame shot horribly in the finals, and Buddy shot what's it for, like 31 in the first round or something?
Yeah.
Tyler was consistent throughout and got the dub. I was literally going to say that exact same thing, and I was like, I've already said mine for the night. I'm going to keep that one in. Where was Steph? Where was Clay? This was in Oakland. I don't understand that. They would have loved to see them in there. Can you imagine that uproar if Steph and Clay shot for like Dallas and Golden State in a 3-point contest just to like come. Anyway, what am I doing? OGs, and then like let's have an OGs 3-point contest. Yeah, is that a dumb thing to say? Like,
no. Yeah,
Reggie, Ray Allen.
Yeah, like
bring them back. Let's just see if they still.
I'd say Kenny, but he wouldn't be able to go around the circle.
That's exactly why I didn't say Kenny. Like them knees, you can't get around there.
When your knees kiss when you walk. You can't be doing the 3-point challenge.
This nigga's on fire. Yeah, this guy to my right is on fire tonight. This nigga said when your knees kiss. That's exactly what his knees do. Straight up.
You can't be doing that.
You can't be doing that. But I would love to see Ray Allen, Craig Hodges. What's the dude's name who changed his name? The homie used to play for the Denver Nuggets, but he went Muslim and changed his name. Akbul, Marab. Come on. Be killing it in the big three.
Assalamu alaikum.
Exactly. Him. He be mad. He can still hoop. He be in the big three killing cats. So anyway. And also I'd love to see some more WNBA players throughout the weekend.
Well, but the thing was, I liked the who was it? Sabrina versus Clay, not Steph. Steph last year. I don't know why.
That wasn't even in Oakland.
Like, I don't even know why they didn't bring back something similar again. Like, that was actually kind of cool to watch. And I know Caitlin said she wouldn't do it, but like Sabrina, see if you can go back out there, get somebody else out there. There's some other girl like I would have loved to see that.
And the congregation said, "Amen." Dunk contest, man.
Mac,
this white boy is literally saved the dunk contest the last 3 years.
Yeah.
If it weren't for Mac McClung, the dunk contest would be. They probably would have taken it out. It has been an absolute shit show. A G leaguer has literally kept the dunk contest alive. He made the greatest dunk contest. He may be the greatest dunk contest dunker ever. He really truly might be the best. He's got mad hops, super creativity, 3 years in a row, new dunks, never. And you know what's the best about him? He makes the dunk on his first try.
Correct.
That is so important. Like, this nigga practices. Like, he clearly practices these dunks. He doesn't just go out there like freestyle dunks. Mac, like, he sees them the night before. he like lays down and visualizes the dunks. Like, he is, what's the Joey Chestnut hot dog eater? Mac McClung is the Joey Chestnut of slam dunking.
Who is, or what's the name of the thing?
Mac McClung is the Joey Chestnut of slam dunking. And not because he's a white boy, but because he is that nasty when it comes to the slam dunk contest. Where do you rank him amidst the best slam dunkers of all time, number one? And who would you like to see in the dunk contest?
I would like...
Where do you rank him? First question. Like, I don't know how long you've been watching dunk contests, but like...
I mean, yeah, he's I'll just be safe and say top 5 just because, like, you know, I haven't watched too many, especially like back in the day. Dominique Wilkins was probably still up there for me, right?
Oh, you remember Dominique Wilkins?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you have a right to say that Mac McClung is a top 5. Yeah. Okay, you have a right. If you can say you remember Dominique Wilkins, okay, you have a right. Yeah. You're right. You have a right.
Right, like, yeah.
Zach LaVine is crazy too.
Zach LaVine, the Aaron Gordon like, those were great. Crazy. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm not going to give him top because like those were great. I like to see them do something, and we've been talking about this for a little while. Like, there are some great professional street ball dunkers that are out there.
Facts.
That have done stuff like with Shaq and stuff. Watching, I forget the dude's name that has the colored, like he dyes his hair different colors.
You forget everybody's name, though.
He does some crazy shit. So like having guys like that, like, hey, you have 3 NBA guys, 1 street baller. See if he can make a name for himself. Like, cool.
That's fire,
right? Like, that should be fun.
All-Star game. How did you like the new layout? Pops asked.
Didn't watch a single moment.
They played more defense.
Did they?
They played more defense. They definitely definitely play more defense. Like the OG squad, Shaq squad versus like the up and comers new squad. They definitely did not want to lose to them young boys. They definitely played defense and locked up towards the end of that game. Like they definitely played more defense. I will give them that. So that was the goal. Definitely some things to work on, kind of like the BCS 12 team for the first time. There's some things to work on. Me, I want to see a one-on-one tournament.
I mean, they said it.
That's what who said it?
They said that that's what they're going to try to work on for next season.
Did they?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I did not know that, but that's what I want.
Yeah. With
because
the $1 million
them cats don't want to get embarrassed out there one-on-one.
Yeah.
They don't want that. That'll make cats play defense. I want to.
Yeah. I would probably, I mean, at that point, I'd probably put my money on Kyrie. With his handles, like that would depending on your rules, are you doing make it take it, or you doing like all of that stuff, like Kyrie 1-on-1,
game to 7,
right?
1s and 2s,
yeah,
like literally just like roll the ball like we are at the park, go,
yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck all this other
and again,
shit.
You do the same amount of people,
literally all the all-stars get invited. And maybe you do one at one court, one at the other court. The winner of each court comes and plays in the championship.
And then to me, you still would go the East-West, whichever side wins.
You go East, and then do they get home court?
Yes.
You
got to have something
incentive
at stake besides just $1 million. They got $1 million.
They have millions of dollars.
Like I need
the
something
winner of that
yes.
gets home court in the NBA.
And if
Finals.
it's East and East, then hey, East already won. Like you know what I mean? Like you go, like you put some pressure on the who gets home
that.
court.
That's not bad, Pops. Top of the key, NCAA.
Let's talk about some standings. A little update is before we get into conference play. I can't believe we're already March. Like right?
Basketball's over.
Basketball is over. We'll run through top 10. I'm not going to go through top 25. That's cool with everybody.
Thank you.
We got Auburn.
best team in the country.
They're incredible.
Best team in the country.
They're incredible.
They were the best team in the country last year. They didn't pull it out. Best team in the country.
Gotta pull out.
Gotta pull it out.
Gotta pull out. Just for all you youngins out there. Pops, giving you a little advice. Hey, look at my face.
What's up with your voice? Why you?
Hey, pull out, buddy. Got something in my throat. Hold on. All right, number 2, we got Duke. Florida at number 3, Houston at 4, Tennessee at 5. Bama has dropped because, I mean, they had the Auburn-Alabama game, and I think Alabama's dropped one more since then, too, right?
They so have.
St. John's at 7, Michigan State.
Yo.
Fuck.
Do you see us look up at this?
Fuck. So dumb. I watched that Michigan State game. I was mad the whole time.
Tom Izzo, cuz.
Like, I hate them more than, like, and again, I don't really hate OSU, but, like, I hate Michigan State so much more than I
Why,
dislike.
Pops? Why?
Because they're stupid.
Nice as fuck, bro.
Can't stand
Tom Izzo has been nice as fuck for 3 decades.
Yeah.
Just consistently nice, bro.
Just quiet, and then the tournament comes like, where
Just
were
quiet.
they? What happened to them?
Just quiet.
I was like, wait, they're 12?
Just
Like,
over
what?
there minding their own business.
Just dumb.
Sweet 16, Elite 8, almost guaranteed.
Like, put money on Michigan State in the tournament.
That's basically all I'm trying to
Like,
say.
put money on Michigan State to at least make the Elite 8. Like, if you don't, you're dumb. And if you want to, like, get real crazy, go Final Four. This year, like, watching them play Michigan, and we made runs. Michigan made runs in there, and it was like, they're good. But, like, Michigan State, Jason
Richardson's son is so good at basketball, bro. Like,
they coach to win the tournament.
Period.
Like, that's it. Like,
Period.
That's
period.
Like, that's what his culture is.
They'll go play anybody. They don't give a shooters on their schedule. They'll go literally will go play anybody. They want to be battle tested every single time, and he knows exactly how to get those fools hot around late November, December, January, and they take off running by the beginning of the new season.
Yeah.
Like, bro, beginning of the new year. Like, bro, fucking Tom Izzo, man.
I would put
Jesus.
If you guys are looking at these are going to be early picks for me before we go into our show in a couple weeks. Look at St. John's and look at Michigan State. Those are going to be your they'll be your 5 to 8 seed somewhere in there in the tournament, and those will be ones that like they can upset some teams there. I mean, you got St. John's; they've got them playing 24-4 right now. Rick Pitino's over there doing that.
Penny Hardaway in Memphis, 22-5.
That's the other one.
I'm just saying.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
Yes, and they've got them ranked down at 18.
Thank you.
So
That's just minding their own business.
Right. Yeah,
that's how you have them in the locker room saying we're 22-5 and we're ranked 20th. They don't believe in us.
Yeah.
We got it like that's man. Woo wee.
So then to round it out, you got Iowa State and Texas Tech at the 9 and the 10 spot. But I mean, I'm going to go to 15 real quick. You got Wisconsin at 11. They're sneaky good. Texas A&M, Clemson, Missouri, and then Michigan at 15.
Wisconsin's scoring points this year.
Wisconsin
like
is
they're not that 64-57 team.
Yeah.
They're putting up 80 and 90 on cats now.
I think the biggest disappointment that I have, and I feel like every season I say this, and Marquette's usually one of my teams that I love. They can't
It might
win.
be time. Shaka's time might be getting close.
They just can't win big games.
It might be like.
I mean, they're 20-7, but they're losing to the top ranked teams, which that part's kind of important. Like
it's the only important.
Correct.
James
Yeah.
Franklin. You know what I'm saying? It is the most. Who I didn't know was black until this year. So that's big ups to you, James Franklin. Just gotta just put that out there.
Yeah, I didn't know if you know
James.
I don't know if you know James, but like
you black.
Yeah,
I had no idea. Conference tournaments.
Conference tournaments, they're coming. I'm not going to get into that
Word
right
up.
now. Selection Sunday's 2 weeks from this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
Conference tournaments, those are going to start the week before. Like everything's coming, wrapping up. We're going to be done. March Madness sneak peek. I will say just a little bit of the first.
Put your money on Michigan State.
Yeah, right now the ESPN has obviously top overall seed is Auburn. No surprise there. First team out right now is North Carolina. I think what's his name is probably going to be on the hot seat, right?
Stu Scott? No, he said Stu Scott.
What?
Hubert Davis.
R.I.P.
Hubert Davis.
Yeah.
Stuart Scott went to North Carolina. I just want to make sure everybody knows that
absolutely.
Stuart Scott went to North Carolina. Hubert Davis.
Yes,
You think so?
it's close.
Didn't he have a championship?
Did he?
He won a ring.
Just in the last couple of years?
I'm pretty sure Hubert Davis won a championship.
They have
with them.
Wake Forest as one of the last teams in right now. Bubbles, we've got first 4 out are North Carolina, Indiana, SMU, Xavier. Look, if Indiana, they had their big win and blowout against Purdue while I was in Indy for the Pacers game, and that was huge. I think Indiana is one of those that can sneak and win some of the last couple games. If they make some run there in the Big Ten tournament, this is one of those, hey, let's go win a few more for Mike on his way out.
Oh, he's on his way out?
He's announced his retirement.
So who did they bring in?
They haven't picked yet.
I heard that the Purdue coach may want to come there. Is that a possibility?
Oh, slick gray hair back?
Pinter? I heard that Pinter may want to come there.
Purdue would riot.
He went there. Like
I understand.
Okay.
But Purdue would riot.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. That's all I care about.
Oh, okay.
Women's.
No, Hubert Davis does not have a championship.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay. Yeah, he may be on the hot seat.
Yeah. His seat's toast.
he might be. Yeah. He might be on the hot seat. Women's.
We'll go through the top 10. Texas, great. They've lost 2 games. UCLA lost 1 game. Great. Notre Dame lost 3 games. They're in third. USC, UConn, South Carolina, LSU, North Carolina, NC State, TCU. Fantastic.
What's Connecticut ranked?
5th. 26-3.
Connecticut's going to the Final Four. Paige Becker's in her last year there. I just want to put this out there. They're my Michigan State. Paige Becker's in her last year is not messing around with y'all.
Yep. Okay. You've got OSU there at 12.
Very beatable.
23-4. But again,
very beatable.
Kind of very beatable.
They're like Kansas City Chiefs this year. Like y'all niggas been squeaking. You could very easily be 16-8. You know, 17-7.
If Cody, is that her name?
Love her.
Cody. If she had a better outside shot, unstoppable.
15-16 and in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I need her get to the basket. Sure. Like you underneath,
strong, not stopping her, rebound crazy.
If she had a better, even if she can pop in the corner, I don't even need to just shoot way out the top of the key. But if you had a more consistent jumper, that's kind of what we're missing. freshman with the braids that's starting point guard. Doesn't matter. Phenomenal. Like, she's going to be the star going forward. She's kind of kept them in most of the games. But yeah.
Cody's what, a sophomore?
No, this is her third year.
Okay. You got to have that jumper developed by now.
Yeah, that's my one thing. I was expecting a little bit more of that this year. And, I mean, wide open. I've seen her make some, but, like, I need you to be able to dribble, pull up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for that.
Better than Angel Reese's.
Correct. Yes. But, hey, she's on Reese's Puff cereal, though. So.
And she has a burger at McDonald's.
Good for Reese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get more rebounds.
My girl.
Sneak peek for that one. Let's take a peek. Let's take a little peeky peek.
That wasn't a diss at Angel Reese. It was kind of a diss at Angel Reese.
Kind of a little bit. It
was kind of a...
Top overall seed UCLA. First team out Princeton. Last team in Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is tough. They're one of those sneaky ones. Let's do first four out Princeton, South Florida, St. Joseph, Arizona. Next four out Marquette, George Mason, Murray State, Colorado. Last four in for there Iowa State, Washington, Harvard, Virginia Tech. Cool.
Yeah, man.
I'll have more to say in the next 2 weeks.
You're absolutely right.
MLB Spring Ball. It's happening. Things are back. Dodgers have the greatest odds to win it back to back at plus 250.
No.
Phillies are at plus 1200.
No.
Phillies are at plus 1200. I think they are the 6th ranked as far as winning it all. Yankees are second, which I just disagree with. I'm sorry.
No way.
Yeah.
Go fucking Phillies. Go Phillies.
Yeah.
You guys have to win 105 games this next year, though. You really do.
For sure.
You really do.
Shohei will be pitching this year. This will be his first time.
It doesn't. None of this talk even matters. The Los Angeles Dodgers are the most ridiculous. I don't even know what to say, because I want to hate them like the Yankees, because I can't stand teams that just spend a bunch of money to be nice, but like the Dodgers are the Dodgers, so they're hard to hate. Like the Yankees are as easy to hate. But like, come on, man. Like baseball, you guys have to figure something out. Like this, it's just not fair. Like the Athletics, I don't know if the Athletics whole entire... or not the Athletics, the San Diego Padres and all those teams. I don't know if all their money combined is the salary of like Shohei Ohtani and one other player, Mookie. If you take Mookie and Shohei's salary, I guarantee there's like 7 to 10 teams that their whole entire income isn't that much. So come on, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking Dodgers fan. You know I'm not wrong.
So, corner shot. Actors, athletes, and atrocities. Go Dodgers. Kadarius Toney. Arrested after cops say he strangled a woman, accused of putting his hands around a woman's throat during a dispute at a Georgia residence on January 14th. Haven't really heard any updates from that, but he's crazy, so it doesn't matter. Diddy. His lawyer quit.
Can we just talk about his lawyer for a second, Pops? I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So his lawyer quit.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else famous in the history of people that this lawyer could have represented, just so we could give the world an understanding of how crazy it is that this nigga quit on him?
Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden. This man was the defender for Osama bin Laden. And then looked at the Diddy case and was like, I gotta step away.
This is too much.
I can't help you. What do you want me to say with all of this? Dildos, lubes, buttholes.
Men, women.
Yeah.
Aaron Hall.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You guilty.
It was too overwhelming. Again,
Osama bin Laden.
You had they'll do it. For Osama bin Laden, 9/11 man.
9/11 man.
You couldn't look at Diddy and what he had in his extracurriculars, and you were like, oh man,
this is too much. I can't be a part of this.
I don't want
I can't have my name on this.
What that tells you, the names that are going to be released with all of this, it's going to be pretty crazy.
On that note,
quick break.
We're going to take a quick break.
It was all
We're going to come back with some Naptown news in the fine print.
Remember to pull out.
317 Sports Project with Ben and Dr. Pops over here. We'll be back in a minute.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project, presented by Clean Kicks, our second sponsor, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker treatment shoe cleaning service. We cleaning kicks, we painting kicks, we doing ISO restorations and a bunch of other dope services. The shoe box, which is Clean Kicks on Wheels, is actually and officially in the streets. We back. It's springtime, meaning that we offer pickup and drop-offs along with the ability to pull up to an event and be the life of the party. Premium sneaker treatment for premium sneakerheads. Do yourselves a favor. Give us a follow. Clean Kicks on Instagram. cleankicks.614. Boom shakalaka. Naptown news. Indiana Pacers. What the fuck's going on, bro?
2025, they are 22-29. Just because they had one game last night, I had 31 games, 22-29, or 9. I'm sorry, 33-24 overall. Best record in 2025 is the Pacers right now. They're playing very, very well.
It's not bad.
Fourth again in the East. I had fifth while being neck and neck with Milwaukee. They're officially back to being a game and a half above Milwaukee after Milwaukee lost and the Pacers won.
Sadly, this tells you how shitty we started the season because we would be like a 40+ winning. We'd have like 39 to 42 wins right now.
Because the Knicks are kind of, I'm not going to say leveling off, but we are now only 4 or 5 games behind the Knicks where they were actually starting to pull away. They were like 7-8 games ahead. We're not going to catch the Celtics, not going to catch the Cleveland. I mean, but like the Knicks, like
we're playing better basketball than a lot of other teams.
For sure. Which is why Windhorst has come out and said the one team in the East that I would want to play in a 7-game series is the Pacers.
Thank you, Brian.
Absolutely. Like they are absolutely correct. Everyone, All-Star break was necessary. Even though they started out well, they were going into the All-Star break, had a couple slump games there.
Ty needed it.
Everyone kind of needed it, step away. Siakam, and I'll talk about him here in a second. He'll be fine. But like, I like where they are right now as far as like, if you're going to slump, I need you to do it at this very moment.
Facts.
So you'll be crisp going into the playoffs.
Facts.
Halliburton, since the All-Star break, averaging 23.3 points per game, 11.7 assists per game, 2.3 steals per game, 4.3 three-pointers a game, 35 assists, and that's actually now 44 after last game, 44 assists to 5 turnovers.
That a boy, Ty.
Yes.
Your boy is back.
He went 7 for 9 last night on the three-pointer, 12 for 16, 12 for 15 from the field in general. Looks incredible.
You know what happened?
He had sex?
He probably told his girlfriend, we got to stop having these orgies.
Yeah.
They had the talk.
Yeah, like, hey, I gotta cool it down.
Pull out. They had the talk.
Yeah,
they had the talk for sure. No disrespect. I'm just saying, Ty.
The game last night, he said he wasn't even sure that he was going to play because he's got some nagging little injuries. Hand got hit in the groin. All this stuff. Normal stuff that you have. 50 games in, right? Almost 60 games in. And he got cleared a couple hours before the game, and he was like, I guess I'm hooping. And he went out and was like, all right, let me go get my stuff pretty early here. Had, 35 last night? Probably. Something like that. Mm-hmm. Incredible. Siakam. I have a non-slump, right?
Not playing Pascal Siakam expected basketball. He said
lactic acid. Expected.
Not playing Pascal Siakam expected basketball.
Correct. In the last
The fuck is expectated?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's the blackest thing I've said in a long time.
I'll tell you
Is he
what.
coming? That nigga's expectated to.
He's expectated to.
He's
man.
expectated to. He was expecting you was gonna pull up, cuz.
Last fight, obviously his season average is a little over 20 points per game. He's been averaging 17. All right, he's not hitting the 3 as he was consistently.
He's been averaging what?
17.
No, before that.
20.
So he's like one bucket away from his season.
Yeah, I think the biggest is
like, y'all don't leave him alone.
he's not finishing the same shots under the basket as he normally was.
Yeah.
So his shooting percentage is actually really what has taken as far as the slump goes. His points per game, because he's getting to the free throw line. He's honestly not getting as many calls as he should. But like those are usually and ones, or like he's a little short on putbacks. Like under the basket, he's not as crisp as he was. So he's going, hey, I'm 3 for 11. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like,
82 games is a lot.
It's a lot
of basketball.
So he's
dog.
like, again, like he's
It's
still
a lot
tired.
of
He'll be
basketball,
fine.
dog.
Like I said, he's not as consistent with the 3-point as he was. Like this was his career shooting three. Like he was.
You got a
career
lot
heights.
going on All-Star Weekend.
Hands down.
You got a lot going
Yes.
on. Like, man, for
Next,
sure.
I've got Mathurin or Neesmith. Mathurin has been delegated to the bench. Aaron coming back. Rick has come out and said that him and TJ are the captains of the bench, basically. There's a lot of people that have different feelings about this. I think for the last couple seasons, we've talked about this in different ways and blah, 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 blah. He's still playing starter minutes. Like, let's just get that, like.
Two things,
What you got?
if that's okay.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm not in the fucking locker room.
Correct.
So I don't know what kind of camaraderie, I don't know what kind of like conversations Carlisle's having with them one-on-one. I'm not in the locker room. Number two, damn it, I can't remember what number two was. It was a really freaking good point because my number 1 point was my number 1 point. I can't remember what number 2 is right now. But it does pertain to Ben Mathurin. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who starts the game. It matters who finishes the game. That's like coaches
Well,
have
I'll
told
say
me that
right
my
now,
whole career.
it depends. Right now, he's doing that live decision depending on how they've played during the game. And I'm okay
That's
with that.
coaching.
Correct.
Like,
I'm completely
that's
okay with
coaching.
that. Because you still have, to me, Neesmith plays more consistent on the defensive side as far as making sure he covers his man at all times, whether he has the ball or doesn't have the ball. The one thing that I still continue to see with Ben is Rick yelling at him because he loses his man while he's watching the ball and his man gets an easy layup. If I'm the coach, you're the first one to come out of the game.
And whatever, you're absolutely right. Like, this is like, stop ball watching. And they are 22-9 in the last 31 basketball games. So whatever the hell they're doing.
And Ben's bought in.
Okay.
He has come out, I'm here to help my team win no matter what.
Okay.
I want to go win a championship. This was a guy that did not get to play in the playoffs last year.
I know.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't disagree one bit. Why did you put Mathurin or, just out of curiosity?
Who should start?
Snurf.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nimhard.
Bless him hard.
Yeah. Bless him hard. Bless him hard. It's like you didn't fire all the way. Oh man, bless him heart. I'll tell you. He's struggling. Long story short, he's struggling.
As we all do, my man.
As we all do. You're loud.
Yes, we all
loud.
do. I don't know what's going on in your life, cuz
Man,
you got a life.
Last 5 games, and again, this is not including last night, shot 2 of 11 from 3-point, 15 from 28 from 2, averaging 9 points per game, 3 assists. I watch him because now TJ has an ankle injury. He'll be fine. I'm sure he'll probably be at least probable. He might play next game, which is on tomorrow night. Sorry. They'll be in Miami tomorrow. We need TJ. Turnover happy. Like even him, now he starts, but then gets the backup point guard minutes at the same time as Halliburton gets subbed out.
We have 3 point guards.
We have 3 point guards.
Okay.
he's just not where he was probably one of our most mentally crisp players consistently in the last couple of years. He like not reading defenses, throwing the ball away, not getting to a spot which is right underneath the free throw line where he does his little hezzy fadeaway jumper. He's kind of have the Siakam gyps under the basket where it's not like the gyps. Yeah, the gyps.
He's not expected to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bless him heart. Bless him heart. Yeah. So again, I'd rather it be happening right now.
And again, man, like, you guys have no idea what's going on in these people's personal lives. Yeah. Like this
looks tired.
This homie grandma could be sick. Like, you don't know what's going on with these people.
To give him his props during that road trip and then homestand, he basically had been delegated to go, I don't really want you to focus on scoring. I need you to guard the best player on the floor.
Facts.
In that time frame, he held multiple star players to lower shooting percentages, lower scores. Ja Morant, he locked up in Memphis. I'd rather him do that.
And again, they are 22-9 in the last 31 games. So if you come to me and you're like, yo, Andrew, I need you to do us a favor. I know that like last year in the playoffs, you like got busy on offense on New York, but this season, I need you right now for the next 10 games, for the next 4 games on the road. I need you to lock up Ja. I need you to lock up Anthony Edwards if you can. I need you to lock up Jamal Murray a little bit, who I know is a bigger guard. I need you to D him up to your best ability, blah, 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 blah. I know your shooting is going to go down. You're probably not going to be as focused, but I need you to spend all your energy doing this. And he goes and does it. Are you doing your job?
Doing his job.
You're doing your job.
Doing his job.
Yeah. And they're 22-9 in the last 31 games.
And that's why he really put it in here.
Can't be mad, bro. Can't be mad.
You guys wanted, when we hit trade deadline, so many people were like, me being a realist, and I had people message me like, you can't get rid of this person. And I just said, if I'm going business-wise, here are the most likely people that we would get the most for. Nembhard, after him coming off of a season playing in the playoffs.
He got busy.
And then Obi Toppin and Aaron Nesmith together as a package. Those are my 2 things where I'm going, these will be the 3 players or 2 different packages that we could get the most for. And I got a lot of flack. Now, you guys got to keep everybody, right? We got to keep everybody. I hear so many people going, what's going on with Nembhard? But the reason we kept him is because he's one of our best defenders. He's doing that.
And the congregation said, amen. You're doing your job.
Yep.
Again, I don't know. Coach Carlisle could have sat him down and literally said, this is what I need from you. He's like, all right, coach.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Bless him hot. Walker has fallen out of the rotation completely.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't think that's too big of a deal. I really don't.
I don't?
No, I think somebody was going to. My thing is, I still go back and forth on the Shepherd and Walker, because obviously that would be the one place, because it's going to be Nembhard, Nesmith. Like, those are the 2 that are fighting for that position. And then you have Shepherd.
Mathurin, Nesmith?
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mathurin, Nesmith, and then you have
McConnell, Nembhard.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you've got Shepherd, who's getting a lot of those backup
Shepherd Walker.
Yeah, and it's like, who do you play over that? The only reason to me is Shepherd can hit the 3 a little bit better.
Where does Obi fall into that?
Pascal and Obi. They split their minutes at the 4.
But they both get busy.
They
do completely different things. They don't even. That conflict is nothing like Mathurin and Nesmith. They do complete opposite things.
And Shepherd does well on the defensive side. Walker does well on the defensive side as well, and has more length. But he has a more consistent 3-point shooter, so you have to have that out there if he can hit the corner 3. We've seen Walker hit 3s. It's just still inconsistent right now.
Yeah.
He'll need one more offseason. I think Walker is still future for us. I do think Walker is incredible. He came out as a freshman. He played 1 year in college.
Let me ask you this. Who do you trust more for the future organizationally? Jarris Walker or Anthony Richardson?
That's weird. You know what's so funny? I still was so focused on the Pacers. I was like, there's not a person on the team named Anthony Richardson. That's why I froze. I was like, who the fuck is
I know. I figured it would hit you when it hit you.
Yeah.
Because it's a great question when you break it down. Let me ask you again.
Anthony Richardson.
You trust Anthony Richardson organizationally to do his job more than Jarris Walker to do his job organizationally?
Oh, man, that's a weird question.
I know.
Because I'm not expecting so much out of
That's
Jarris Walker.
that's exactly why.
Right? Like, there's levels.
That's exactly why I'm asking.
I know what I'm getting out of. Like, it's easier to. It's actually like Jarris Walker would be my one that I would trust because there's not as much pressure on Jarris Walker. And I expect him to be, hey, develop your 3-point and guard people. That's all I'm looking for.
You think could he be? You think he could be a dog though? Like you said for the future that he could be. Is he like a Jermaine O'Neal with a jump shot?
I think he's a small forward. I think he can do time at the 4. I just see him on the defense. I see him running. I see him being. I do. I see him being.
Is he a long-term pacer to you?
We're such a young team.
Is Jarris Walker a long-term pacer? You know what I'm like?
I'm gonna say this.
Who's that homie from France or from Chris? He was on our squad. He's Duarte.
Oh, he was definitely
like Pacers Spain. My bad. Pacers, like there's been some people who've come in and like been on a squad. You be like, he's gonna be on a squad for a minute. They've just been gone. Like,
well, and that's why I say like, who's the collateral damage while we have such a young team? At some point, you have to make choices.
Like serious. Like you have to make serious choices
because they have a short window to go. I gotta go try to make money at the same time too. So like for them. Pacers are an organization be like, we're going to move you so you go get more playing time and you can hopefully go get your big contract.
They're good people.
Right? Like you're going to go do that.
They're very good people.
I would say.
And do you go get try to go get a superstar and get rid of some of these, team players and go get a superstar, although people like the Cavaliers, people like OKC are literally building organizations and building squads on 1 or 2 superstars and a bunch of niggas that do their job.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's the
honestly don't.
New cool.
I don't know. Okay. I'm a big believer in Jarris Walker. I've seen too much to say his potential is so damn high. But what that usually means if you're out of the rotation is, well, we got to go get something for you if I go business brain. And they're super bought into Neesmith. They're super bought into Obi Toppin. I think Obi Toppin's a guy that would be like, I'll take less money to just stay. Like, we have guys that would probably go, I'm good.
Yeah, the grass ain't always greener.
Right.
Like, I don't want to go to Dallas.
I like this locker room. Like, we they've changed this. Like, the culture in the locker room, they all love each other. So, like.
Squad it up, bro.
Yeah. So, like, it's going to be tough.
Does that change your answer to my Anthony Richardson, Jarris Walker question? That's a great question.
It's a great question.
Who do you trust organizationally for the future of the organization more to do their job? Because they have very high hopes for Jarris Walker, who's also falling out of rotation. AR's falling out of the rotation. They put Flacco back in. Like, who do you trust more for the future of the Pacers and or the Colts? I also have another question for you, because it's kind of a Pacers question, not. I was going to save it for the fine print. I'm going to ask you right now. Is Paul George washed?
Mm-hmm.
Is he, like, washed? Is Paul George washed?
Yeah, he's horrible.
Wow.
Yeah. As many people saw, he made the announcement that he's going to stop podcasting so he can focus on trying to help the 76ers win, which tells you how far gone he's been mentally. If he had to admit to not just his fans, but to himself to say, I got to get back to focusing on basketball.
I got a job to do.
Then what the fuck have you been doing?
Not his job.
Okay.
Paul George this season, if this is correct, and this is just pulling up some shit, Paul George is averaging 16.4 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal per game in 32 minutes. he had a 2-point game, 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 5 from the 3-point line. He's had a 9-point game, a 14-point game, a 2-point game, a 15-point game, and a 14-point game in the last 7 games. Mm-hmm. And I honestly, when I asked you that question, this is before I looked this stuff up. I've been
paying attention just because I bet a lot, to be honest with you, and I stopped putting them in my parlays. But to go back to the February 26th game or whatever that was,
wow, this nigga does bet a lot. He really knows the
February
date.
26th. Yeah.
Oh wow, that was shame on you.
February 26th. No, it's because I read it. I just not because I bet.
Is it?
Yeah, it's because I read it.
Is it?
But he had 25 points.
Yeah.
But that was on 9 for 20 shooting.
That's not
with
great.
8 rebounds, 7 assists. He needed 42 minutes to do that. That's not good.
That's a lot.
That's an ugly 25 points.
That's a lot.
That means he had 4 3-pointers, and the rest of that was free throws.
I mean, 9 for 20 is still 40-something% from the field, right? Is that not good?
No, you want to be over 50%.
All right, so what's a good night shooting for an NBA player? Like
8 for 6. I mean, that's 50.
13, 14 for 20?
Yeah. To me, you want to be 12. If we're going 20 as our base,
12 to 14.
12 to 14 for 20.
9 for 20.
That's consistent. 9 for 20 is not good.
4 for 9 from the 3-point line? You shot 45% from the field and basically 50% from the 3-point line. That's a bad night? Yowza.
To me, that's a bad 20. And again, 42 minutes, you did most of that. It's not a horrible game. I would still want that over 50%.
Over 50%. Okay, so he hasn't shot over 50. He hasn't shot over 50%. Over 50%? He hasn't shot over 50% since February 7th, and he went 6 for 10.
But you got some 1 for 7s. You've got 5 for 12, 3 for 11. I'll give you 6 for 10. Good job. That's your one. Yeah. Yeah, he's lost his consistency on his
Paul
jumper.
George. Yeah. Paul George might be washed. That's crazy. All right, so good talk. Indianapolis Colts. Big announcement, breaking news. Whatever. General Manager Chris Ballard stated that he is prepared to quote unquote create real competition at the quarterback position. Fuzz, what does that mean? Me and him talked about this a little bit earlier. Pops' prediction. What does this mean, bro?
That they're going to bring in a stupid quarterback. And again, what I mean by that, it's going to be one of those older quarterbacks that we've been saying, please don't do this to us again. And it's going to be that's annoying. It's going to be an Aaron Rodgers, a Matt Stafford, whatever, Joe Flacco, whatever it is. And that's not even the real quarterback competition. It's going to be something like that old, get off my lawn guys are going to be finally. And then they're going to suck. They might call Matt Ryan one more time. I don't know what they're going to do.
Jesus.
It's going to be one of those
Tom
things.
Brady? Are they bringing in Tom
Right,
Brady?
It's going to be one of those that's going to be Anthony Dalton or Andy Dalton. I'm not Anthony Dalton. Andy Dalton. Something stupid that it's
Or they're going to just go move up and get Shador and be F this.
Yeah, or they'll draft a young, I could see them getting Ewers. In the 3rd round and going, hey, he's won at Texas. Make sure you go beat him out.
That's very Colts-like.
Right?
That's very Colts-like for sure.
They might go the complete opposite direction, and just to spark that. And to add on to that, what that did was you saw that come through. Then you saw today, people say that Anthony Richardson, obviously we had already known he was working with his old QB coach, which helped change Josh Allen's complete throwing motion in his 3rd season going into his 4th season. He is also working with Josh Allen himself this offseason to talk through that change and get insight from him.
That's what's up, man.
That is that culture and extra they were looking for from you this year when they benched and saying, all right,
how bad do you want it?
How bad do you want this?
How bad do you want this? Move on to the fine print.
Let's do it.
All right, fine print. Diana Taurasi retires. I call her the LeBron Jordan of the WNBA.
LeJordan?
She's definitely the LaJordan of the WNBA, bro. If I'm to open this link, which is absolutely insane, this shit is crazy. 3-time WNBA champion, 2-time WNBA Finals MVP, NBA MVP, 11-time All-Star, 10-time First Team, Rookie of the Year, 2014 assist leader, six-time peak performer. I could go on and on. 6-time gold medalist, and this woman played for the same WNBA team for 20 years. I'm gonna say this one more time. 6-time gold medalist, and this woman played for the same WNBA team for 20 years. Like, yo, you're the GOAT. It's like, I don't even know if there's really a question about who's the best WNBA player ever, but stop it. Big ups to you, Diana Taurasi. Go enjoy your life with your cute little wife. Live it up, girlfriend. You deserve it. Rest in peace, man. Gene Hackman, his wife Betsy, and their dog were found in their crib in Santa Fe. Shit's considered to be suspicious, and they're investigating it. When 2 people die plus a dog, I feel like you should probably...
Here's I've got questions. I definitely have some questions. What's funny is that, and again, not funny, but what's interesting is that...
I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at your just approach to it out of nowhere.
I have so many questions. Because they first announced...
So many questions!
They first announced, we do not think there's anything suspicious.
I agree. I saw that.
When you walk into a household and you find a 95-year-old man passed away.
That's old.
Makes sense.
That's normal.
Okay.
We get that.
It was time for you to go, Gene.
What's going on in the kitchen? Nothing.
Betsy, 64,
in the bathroom.
passed away.
In the bathroom.
You're like, huh.
Yeah.
Then you find the dog.
10 feet away.
Then you find the dog. They've said no gas leak. Here's what I gotta say. That is definitely suspicious.
Huh.
If Gene was on his way out and wife was like, I can't live without you, why'd you have to involve the dog? Like, if that's the case, I don't know what happened. Because again, they ruled out gas leak. They did this.
Carbon monoxide?
Possibly. That's kind of
has to be carbon monoxide.
But at the same, if not, if there's like a...
There were like pills found by people and stuff.
Were there?
There were pills.
Again,
there were pills.
If there's a thing where it's like, I can't go, did you have to, like, you couldn't have the neighbor pick up the dog or something?
There were 2 other dogs that were found alive. Just being honest.
So did the dog eat the pills after they were gone? I'm just confused by the whole thing. And again, I'm not trying to be like, these are literal questions as I was reading the article. I'm like,
I'm trying so hard.
Gene, thank you. Love you. You're one of my favorite all-time actors.
Fire.
Cool.
Comma butt.
Depending on who went first, who's on second, and I don't know who's on third, I'm not sure.
It's weird.
It's a weird situation to me.
The dog, man.
The dog is what throws me off.
The dog.
Not the husband. I see that all the time.
All the time.
The dog dying
is weird.
Makes me wonder about a lot of things.
The dog.
You throw in and the dog's dead too.
Just a German Shepherd just over there minding his own business. Yeah.
Take these pills, Sheppy. Come with us. Like, what happened? What happened over there? I'm sorry, but I can't wait to find out.
You have to understand that when shit gets morbid, humor is something that we do to deal. So
confused.
It's fucking weird, man. Fucking weird. Also weird, Michelle Trachtenberg, 39 years old, was found in a New York apartment. I personally don't know much about this young lady, but the internet is buzzing. Apparently, this is like some cult classic shit right here with like Buffy the Vampire Slayers and like all types of like shit. I don't know nothing about this young lady.
Euro Trip, one of the best things.
Okay.
Loved her in that.
Okay.
Harriet the Spy, that was one of her first things. Okay. There's not like a suspicious. She had a liver transplant.
No, I didn't say it was suspicious. I didn't say this was suspicious.
Oh, okay.
No, this was not suspicious at all. I actually some were saying a complication from a liver transplant.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
If anyone saw later pictures of her, it was gaunt, very gaunt.
Okay.
Like when you look at a picture of her from Euro Trip compared to now, she was so hot in Euro Trip. Euro Trip. Yeah, there you go. I had a big crush on her in Euro Trip.
Oh, okay. So she really is she was like, this is a big deal. I didn't know. I'm an older age.
Euro trip.
Oh, okay, that was real.
Michelle, what's her name? Tronsberg, currently. To like, these are the last picture. Like, that's the last picture.
That's
some of the
different.
last picture. Like that. Like
She looks like Shannon Doherty.
very much so. Very, very much so.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, she had some complications. Like, you can tell something was going on.
Okay.
So yeah, rip to her. Loved her.
Man.
Again, she hasn't been in a lot since then, and that was early 2000s, right? Like,
I don't.
Yeah.
The internet was mad buzzing, so you got to show some love. And also, man, like
Gossip Girl. That was the other show she was.
that's what it was.
Gossip Girl.
Didn't watch that, but big ups to you. Valletta Wallace, man, passed away February 21st at the age of 72. I can't really begin to like tell y'all how important Miss Wallace is to my like personal life and hip hop culture and black influence. We're talking about the notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace's mother, who turned that man's name from a $10 million little enterprise into a $160 million empire over her life, and made sure that her son's name was respected and represented and all of those things in the best way. She did not play about her child. And that's really all you can ever want from a mother. So Valletta Wallace, big ups to you, Mamacita. You are revered as one of the greatest ever. Is there anything that we missed tonight? Nope. Nothing in boxing. Nobody beating anybody up. Nothing in MLS. He's back.
Crew won their first game.
Big ups to you, Crew. Do what you do.
I didn't realize they have new Goosebump kits, not kicks. That's what they call them. So they have it like glows in the dark and stuff. I forgot that R.L. Stine, who did Goosebumps, is from Ohio. That's why they did the collab. I had no idea.
That was a nice little tidbit from you.
Yeah.
Look at you dropping gems.
Yeah, I had no idea. I love R.L. Stine. Goosebumps, I used to collect those. I love those books.
Why do I believe that about you?
Yeah. I love horror shit. Not horror shit.
Whew, I'm so happy that you clarified, because I heard
horror. Horror. Not horror shit.
Please. Thank you for clarifying.
And not horse or whores.
WOW.
Horror.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note,
well, I don't even have to press the button.
317 Sports Project, episode 65. Ramp up to madness. We'll see you we'll drop this on Saturday. We'll see you in a couple weeks when we do our next episode, which is really probably just a whole lot of March Madness talk. That's pretty much all we gonna do.
We just have to figure out, do we do it late Sunday or do we just do it Monday night? Because we got to get the episode out before Thursday.
We got to do it Monday night.
Yeah, Monday night.
We're gonna watch on Sunday. We're not gonna record right after we watch. Although, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
and then we're going to go somewhere to watch some games on Thursday.
Yep.
Hashtag can't wait. Work. Sorry, clients. Figure it out.
Request it off.
See you Saturday, y'all.
Peace.
Holla.
Cause I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop. Yeah. And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s. Final. Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, in Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane, preteen pimping, all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping, dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen, that little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then, it was all a dream. 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 And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the